The office was silent. Phones stopped ringing. Keyboards stopped typing. Everyone was staring at one thing. Mr. Kane was standing in the middle of the open office, shouting at a scared boy with a cheap backpack and worn-out shoes. "Are you deaf?" Mr. Kane yelled. "I said clean it, UP." The boy, Eli, looked down at the coffee spilled on the floor. His hands were shaking. His ID card said intern, first day. Sorry, sir," Eli whispered. "Someone bumped into me. Mr. Kane grabbed Eli's ID card and waved it in the air. "Listen, boy. I don't care about your excuses. People like you should be thankful we even let you enter this building." People in the office watched quietly. No one spoke. Some felt bad. Some just looked away. Eli's eyes filled with tears. He slowly bent down to clean the floor with tissues. Mr. Kane smirked loudly so everyone could hear. "This company is not a charity. One more mistake like this, and you're out. Do you understand?" Eli nodded, his voice stuck in his throat. The camera slowly pulls back. The narrator speaks. He had no idea that this useless intern he was insulting would be the one standing between him and his own downfall. And before the day ended, the entire office would see the truth. The morning had started so differently. Eli stood outside the big glass building, holding his small backpack close to his chest. His shoes were clean but old. The sole was almost coming out on one side. He took a deep breath and looked up at the tall logo. Carter and Kane Group. His heart beat fast. He remembered his mother's voice from the small kitchen that morning. "Eli, eat something first," his mom said, placing a simple omelette in front of him. Her hands had small cuts from washing clothes for other people. "I'm too nervous, Mom," Eli replied, pushing the plate a little. "What if I mess up? What if they don't like me?" His mom sat beside him and touched his hand. "Listen to me, Beta," she said softly. "You earned this internship. Not because someone did you a favor. You studied all night. You worked at the store. You won that scholarship. You deserve to be there. Don't let anyone make you feel smaller." Eli looked at her tired eyes and nodded. "Okay, Mom. I'll make you proud." Now, standing at the entrance, Eli took a deep breath. "Okay," he whispered to himself. "First day. Don't mess it up." He walked inside. The lobby was shining with marble floors and tall glass walls. A huge chandelier hung from the ceiling. He felt even smaller. At the reception desk, a stylish woman with red lipstick looked at him from top to bottom. "Yes?" she asked, bored. "Hi, I'm Eli," he said. "Today is my first day as an intern in marketing." She rolled her eyes. "ID? I don't have it yet. They told me to collect it from HR on the first day." She sighed loudly so people could hear. "Of course. One of those. Sit there," she pointed to a side chair. "Don't touch anything. I'll see if your name is in the system." Eli sat down, hugging his bag. He could feel people walking past him, in suits and heels, carrying laptops and coffee. He heard someone whisper, "Look, must be some charity intern. Did you see his shoes?" Eli looked at his shoes and pulled them back, hiding them under the chair. After some time, a man in his early 40s came out of the elevator. Sharp suit, expensive watch, perfect hair, cold eyes. Everyone straightened up. "Good morning, Mr. Kane," the receptionist said quickly, her voice now sweet. Mr. Kane nodded and kept walking, until the receptionist called out, "Sir, this boy says he's in your department. Intern." Mr. Kane stopped and turned. His eyes scanned Eli from head to toe. Cheap shirt, bag that had seen better days, nervous face. "This," Mr. Kane said, almost laughing. "This is the intern." Eli stood up quickly. "Good morning, sir. I'm Eli. Thank you for this opportunity. Mr. Kane raised his hand to stop him. "Rule number 1, he said coldly. "Speak only when I ask you to speak. Understood?" Eli's mouth slowly closed. He nodded. "Follow me," Mr. Kane said, walking without even looking back. Eli rushed behind him like a scared puppy. They entered the marketing floor. It was full of glass cabins, big screens, and stylish people talking about numbers and campaigns. Mr. Kane clapped his hands. Everyone, this is... What's your name? Eli, sir. Yes, whatever, Mr. Kane said. This is the new intern. Before you get any ideas, no one hired him because of talent. HR pushed him here because of some poor student scholarship. So don't expect much. A few people chuckled. Some looked uncomfortable. Eli felt like the ground under him disappeared. His fingers were shaking as he held his bag strapped tighter. Sir, I promise I'll work hard, Eli whispered. I really need this job. Mr. Kane smirked. I know you do. Poor kids always really need things. Remember this. You are at the very bottom here. You do what I say. If you make me look bad even once, you're gone. Clear? Yes, sir. Then came the moment from the opening scene. Mr. Kane handed Eli a tray with coffee cups to serve in the meeting room. Don't spill it, he said. Your entire future depends on these cups. Eli walked carefully. His hands were sweating. One of the senior staff bumped his shoulder by mistake. The tray shook. Coffee spilled onto the floor and on Mr. Kane's polished shoes. The room went silent. And then, the shouting started. After the public humiliation, Eli finished cleaning. His knees hurt. His eyes were red, but he forced the tears not to fall. He thought of his mom. Don't let anyone make you feel smaller. He took a deep breath. But as he stood up, he noticed something. A small black dome in the ceiling corner. A CCTV camera. It was pointing right at them. Eli stared at it for a second. He did not know that this little camera would soon change everything. The day moved slowly after that. Every small mistake became a big crime. Eli! Mr. Kane shouted again at noon. Why is this report still not printed? Sir, the printer jammed, Eli said softly. I'm trying to fix it. You can't even handle a printer. Mr. Kane said. What do they even teach you in your poor schools? Some co-workers looked at each other. One of them, a kind woman named Grace who usually handled cleaning, quietly walked to Eli. Move, Beta, she whispered. Let me help. Her hands moved carefully inside the printer. Click. The stuck paper came out. Eli looked at her with gratitude. Thank you, he whispered. Grace smiled. It's okay. I know how this office treats people like us. Mr. Kane rolled his eyes. Next time, don't rely on the cleaner to save you. The word cleaner came out like an insult. Eli bit his lip and looked at the floor. Later that day, the team had to prepare a big presentation for a new project. The CEO, Mr. Carter, was coming to see the ideas. This is important, Mr. Kane told the team. If this goes well, I get a bonus. If it goes bad, some of you can start looking for jobs. He glanced at Eli with a smirk. Everyone was tense. On his desk, Eli quietly opened the project file. He looked at the slides. They are missing something, he thought. The data is old. The design is boring. He had worked on similar ideas in college. His mind started racing. His fingers began to move fast. He created an alternate version of one slide. He added simple, clear charts. He used cleaner words. He added a small, powerful line at the end. We are not just selling a product. We are solving a problem. He hesitated. Should I show this? What if he shouts again? But he remembered his mom's face. He printed the slide and walked slowly to Mr. Kane's glass cabin. Sir, Eli said softly, standing at the door. I had an idea for the presentation. I made one slide. Maybe it can help. Mr. Kane looked annoyed. Did I ask you for ideas? No, sir. I'm sorry. I just thought. He grabbed the paper from Eli's hand to throw it away. Then his eyes caught the design. He read it once, twice. His face changed for a second. There was a small spark of surprise. This is actually good, he thought. But his ego spoke louder. He looked at Eli. "You did this?" Mr. Kane asked. "Yes, sir," Eli said nervously. "If it's bad, I can." Mr. Kane suddenly smiled. "Bad? No," he said. "It's okay. I'll fix it and use it. But next time, remember, you don't change anything without my permission. Understand?" "Why, yes, sir," Eli replied. "Now go get me a coffee," Mr. Kane said. "And don't spill it this time." As soon as Eli left, Mr. Kane scanned the slide again. Then he opened the main presentation file on his computer. He copied the exact idea. The line. The layout. But when he added it, he wrote his own name in the notes. Created by M. Kane. He smirked. "This is going to impress Mr. Carter," he said to himself. Eli, outside, had no idea his work was being stolen. That afternoon, the atmosphere changed. People were cleaning the meeting room, arranging chairs, checking the projector. "The CEO is on his way," someone whispered. "Mr. Carter is coming with the board." Eli stood near the back, holding some extra printed reports. His heart was racing. "I just hope I don't cause any more trouble today," he thought. The elevator bell rang. 2 assistants stepped out first. Then a tall man in a simple but expensive suit walked out slowly. "Mr. Carter, the CEO." Everyone straightened up. Some almost bowed. Mr. Kane rushed to the front. "Sir, welcome," he said with a big fake smile. "We are honored. Everything is ready for your review." Mr. Carter nodded politely. As they all moved toward the meeting room, the elevator door almost closed on someone coming out. Eli quickly stepped forward and held the door open with his hand. "Careful," he said softly. The old security guard from the lobby smiled. "Thank you, Beta," the guard said. "These doors close so fast." At that moment, Mr. Carter turned and looked at Eli properly for the first time. Their eyes met. Mr. Carter's forehead slowly frowned, as if he remembered something. "You," he said quietly. Everyone stopped. Even Mr. Kane turned. "Sir?" Mr. Kane asked. "Is there a problem?" Mr. Carter kept looking at Eli, his eyes serious now. Eli gulped, confused. Do you know me, sir?" Eli asked. The room went quiet. Mr. Carter took a step closer. 2 years ago," he said slowly, "in a small cafe near the bus station, my daughter was having an asthma attack. Everyone was just recording on their phones. But one boy, he gave her his inhaler, even though he needed it too." His voice softened. "That boy refused to take any reward. He said, 'I just did what any human should do.'" He looked straight into Eli's shocked eyes. "That boy was you." Eli's throat went dry. "Yes, sir," he whispered. "But I didn't know that was your daughter. I was just—" Mr. Carter smiled sadly. "I have been searching for you," he said. "We found your name from the cafe owner. We saw CCTV. We found your scholarship application. When HR told me an intern named Eli was joining today, I wanted to meet him myself." Everyone stared with their mouths open. Mr. Kane's face turned pale. The poor intern he humiliated all day was the same boy their CEO deeply respected. Mr. Carter turned to Mr. Kane. "How has his first day been so far, Mr. Kane?" he asked calmly. Mr. Kane forced a smile. "Very good, sir," he lied. "Of course. I personally guided him. I always take care of young talent. Isn't that right, Eli?" Eli looked at him. His heart was pounding. He could lie to protect his job. Or he could tell the truth. His fingers trembled. He looked down, then slowly looked up again. "Sir," Eli said softly, "can I show you something?" Everyone moved into the meeting room. The big screen was on. The presentation was ready. Board members sat down. Mr. Carter took the head seat. Eli stood at the side, holding a small USB and a folded paper. "Let's see your department's work, Mr. Kane," Mr. Carter said. "Yes, sir," Mr. Kane said, clearing his throat. "This idea is very special. I worked very hard on it. He clicked the remote. The slide appeared. The simple, clear charts. The clean design. The strong line at the bottom. We are not just selling a product. We are solving a problem. Mr. Carter nodded. This is good, he said. Different from your usual style, Mr. Kane. Some board members smiled. Mr. Kane puffed his chest. Thank you, sir, he said. I wanted to do something fresh. Eli felt his chest burn. He looked down at the folded paper in his hand. It was the original printed slide. The one he had given to Mr. Kane. With his small handwriting in the corner. Draft by Eli. His hands shook. Mr. Carter suddenly turned his head. Eli, he said. You wanted to show me something. Mr. Kane's smile faded. Sir, he's just nervous, Mr. Kane said quickly. He's new. He probably misunderstood. I asked him, Mr. Carter said, his voice now firm. Let him speak. Eli's heart raced so fast he could hear it in his ears. He stepped forward slowly. Everyone's eyes were on him. His voice was small but clear. Sir, Eli said, I am very thankful for this internship. I don't want to create drama. But I also don't want to lie. He unfolded the paper and held it out. This was my idea, sir. I gave this slide to Mr. Kane as a suggestion. My handwriting is here. He changed nothing. He just put it in the presentation with his name. The room went cold. One board member raised an eyebrow. Is this true? He asked. Mr. Kane laughed nervously. Oh, come on, he said. It's just one slide. I help interns feel involved sometimes. I probably forgot to mention his name. It happens. No big deal. Mr. Carter's face was unreadable. Yes, he said softly. Mistakes happen. He pressed a button on the table. Security, he said. Can you play the footage from camera M3 in the marketing floor from this morning? Everyone froze. The large screen changed. It showed the exact moment from earlier. Eli spilling coffee by accident. Mr. Kane shouting. People like you should be thankful we even let you enter this building. You can't even handle a tray. This company is not a charity. The whole room heard every word. Then the footage jumped. It showed Eli shyly giving the printed slide to Mr. Kane. It showed Mr. Kane taking it, praising it silently with his eyes, then later copying it into his laptop. Silence. Heavy. Embarrassing. Mr. Kane's face turned red. Sir, I was just stressed, he stammered. You know how pressure is before big meetings. I didn't mean. Mr. Carter raised his hand. Enough. His voice was calm, but it cut like a knife. He looked at Eli. Eli, he said, I am sorry. This is not how my company is supposed to treat people. Especially not someone like you. Eli's eyes filled with tears. No, sir. You don't have to. I do, Mr. Carter said. Because today, this camera did not just show us an intern. It showed us a leader who stayed calm, worked hard, and still respected the man who insulted him. He turned to the board. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a decision right now. Everyone leaned forward. Mr. Carter looked at Mr. Kane. You talk about targets and bonuses, Mr. Kane, he said. But you forgot the most basic rule. We are nothing without our people. You humiliated a poor intern in front of everyone. You stole his work. You lied to your CEO. That is not stress. That is character. Mr. Kane swallowed hard. Sir, please. I have been here for 12 years. I built this department. And in one day, Mr. Carter replied, you showed me you are not fit to lead it. He looked at security. Effective immediately, Mr. Kane is suspended. HR will handle the rest. 2 guards stepped closer. Mr. Kane's voice broke. Sir, please, he begged softly now. Don't do this. I have a family. I made a mistake. Give me one more chance. I'll apologize. He turned toward Eli, his eyes filled with fear and shame. Eli, Please. Tell him I'm not a bad person. Tell him I helped you. Tell him. Eli looked at him. For a second, he remembered how Mr. Kane's words had cut him like knives. But he also thought about something else. What kind of man do I want to be? He took a deep breath. Sir, Eli said, looking at Mr. Carter, I don't want anyone to lose everything because of me. I just didn't want a lie to win. That's all. A tear rolled down his cheek. Mr. Carter watched him for a long moment. That, he said softly, is exactly why you deserve more. He turned back to the room. From today, Mr. Carter said, Eli is no longer just an intern. He will join our junior strategy team with a full salary, and the company will also pay for the rest of his college fees. Gasps. Eli's mouth opened, but no sound came out. So, I don't know what to say, he whispered. Say you'll keep being the same person, Mr. Carter smiled. The one who helped my daughter, and the one who spoke the truth today even when it was scary. Eli nodded, tears now falling freely. Thank you, he said. Thank you so much, sir. I promise. I won't let you down. Security slowly guided Mr. Kane toward the door. He turned one last time. His eyes were not full of pride now. They were full of tears. I'm sorry, Eli, he whispered. I shouldn't have treated you like that. Eli looked at him, then nodded once. I forgive you, sir, he said quietly. I just hope you don't treat anyone like that again. The door closed behind Mr. Kane. The same door he used to walk through like a king. Now he walked out with his head low, with everyone watching. That was his karma. Later that evening, Eli stood outside the building again. But this time, his back was straight. He called his mom. Hello, she said. How was your first day? Did they shout at you? Did you eat? Are you okay? Eli smiled through his tears. Mom, he said, voice shaking. They promoted me. The CEO himself. They're paying for my studies. Mom, our life is going to change. On the other side of the phone, his mother went silent. Then he could hear her crying softly. Alhamdulillah, she whispered. You see, Peter? I told you. No one can keep a good heart down forever. Eli looked up at the office windows, shining in the night. He remembered how he felt that morning. Small. Helpless. Now, he felt something new. Not power, but dignity. The narrator's voice closes. In life, you may not have money. You may not have fancy clothes. But if you have kindness and courage, one day, life itself will stand up for you. Never insult someone because of their status. Today you have power. Tomorrow, you might need the person you humiliated. Respect is the only thing that never goes out of fashion. If you were in Eli's place, would you forgive Mr. Kane?